That's right.
That one got me. That one got me. All right. Move my water down here. We're streaming. Like a fool. You got it, Poe?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You gotta speak loud though.
This is gonna be great. I can't even imagine how this is gonna go. What's up? We are live for our.
There's nobody here.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, I didn't think there would be. Nobody knows there's followers at 9:30 on a Tuesday.
Well, I thought you tweeted it out.
Yeah, I did, but that doesn't mean anything. People will see this when they see this. Yeah, we're live talking about.
Well, you already said that. Move on.
You're not gonna do that. Not with the helmet on your head. We're talking about
Why
season
not?
2 of The Mandalorian. Does the shield come down?
Yeah.
Oh,
You have the same helmet.
I've never opened it.
You can get some money for that.
Well, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we got 2 people watching.
Ooh.
That's cool. Are we one of them? Does it count us as
I don't-
I never know how that works.
Probably.
I don't know. Yeah, so we're kind of doing an overview of season 2. We didn't do any of the episodes individually like we did for season 1.
Yeah, that was your fault.
I mean, that was COVID's fault, to be honest. Like, I mean, really, we just didn't have the time to
No,
do
we didn't.
season 1, to do episode by episode. So we're going to do a full breakdown right now, just talking about the season overall. Oh, that's a nice in memoriam photo. So your thoughts on season 2 of Mandalorian?
You go first.
You go first. I've been talking the entire time. Talk to me, Poe. Star Wars fan.
You know we never said our names either.
People know who we are. Especially, you know what? You said nobody's watching. If they found us, they definitely know who we are. 'Cause they went to see us. They know who we are. We're good.
Edward Sanchez Production says hello.
What's up, Edward? We appreciate you joining us here for this live review. This impromptu thing that Leroy thought we should do. Why not? It's the holidays. Merry Christmas.
I said before that we should try to do this.
Well, we're setting it up now.
All right. Right now I'm on IMDb. Out of 10 stars, it has currently an 8.7. Now I don't know if that's just I don't know how many people have voted, or I don't know if scientifically, but it seems most people like The Mandalorian, the show. Most people seem to like season 2 and how it ended.
This is spoilers, by the way. Spoilers throughout.
Well, I say we go in order, like in the order of each episode, like how we got from.
I don't remember that.
What? How could you not?
Mando and Grogu decided to go get somebody, and then somebody came.
Anyway, I enjoyed it. The first 2 episodes to me were a little fillery, a little bit at first when I thought about it, when they happened. But then as they went on, they served a purpose, and I was impressed overall. They did a good job of bringing animated characters to real life. I thought that they handled that well. I'm still not sure how I feel about Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka.
You're a hater.
I am, but not because of that. I don't hate her performance. That one is a very...
You also have not... You said you have not seen Ahsoka as an adult, right? You've seen her
Yeah.
still as a teen.
I don't... I'm not sure how I feel about her. Just seeing that character, like the rest of them look and they move because there wasn't this giant growth and growing up with the character. So that was different. I thought she did okay. I thought she did fairly well. I thought Katie Sackhoff was great as Bo-Katan. I mean, but she voiced the character, so it wasn't that much, of a drop off.
Oh, now she voiced the character?
Yeah, somebody had mentioned that.
Okay. I don't know who it was. Somebody mentioned that. Yeah.
Somebody mentioned it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
I think he was white.
All right.
I really enjoyed this season. Maybe a little more than season 1, only because each episode built up to something.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of those first episodes were kind of like were episodic, like like a show,
Yeah.
and this one seemed to have each episode built upon something, so you were hype every week, wondering what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it. I personally would give it if we're doing 5, I'd give it 4.5 Beskars.
Okay. For me, this was fan service to movie or fan service to TV show, and I'm fine with that.
Really? You thought it was a lot of fan service?
Yes. There were so many people that came in, so many cameos of people that showed up like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. It's a fan of the show. That's cool. I enjoyed all of it. There's a meme going around that has the 2 shots of J.J. Abrams and Jon Favreau on there.
Yeah.
And J.J. Abrams says, you can't please fans and also you
Bring
can't
a
please
new-
fans.
bring a new-
And
bring
Jon
a new-
Favreau says, hold my beer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty accurate. I feel like based on what we saw on IMDb, 8.7, both fans, young and old, new fans and old fans, seem to like this show. And I think it did a good job of giving you fan service of we're spoilers. Here's Boba Fett. Here's Ahsoka. Here's Bo-Katan. Here's Luke. I don't like the way Luke looked. It was cool that he was in it, but I mean that's more a limitation of the CGI and the Uncanny Valley.
Well,
but it was cool that it was there.
I feel like, honestly, I like the fact that they used Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if you were going to do Luke, just get Sebastian Stan. He looks just like him. And you already have him because he's filming The Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you can't just, hey man, go on this green screen. But I really like the fact that they used...
As we slowly get people in the chat, let us know. You maybe let us know too. Has Disney cross-pollinated between Star Wars and the Marvel stuff? Off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody. I'm just curious.
Nick Fury?
Oh, that's the big
This is like...
Fair enough.
Mace effing Windu?
Yeah, but that was...
Oh, you mean like currently?
I meant like since
Oh.
Disney bought Lucas. I'm just curious. I'm not saying they can't. or that
Oscar
they
Isaac?
haven't. He's not Marvel yet, though.
He's Moon Knight.
He's not yet. He ain't done it yet. I guess I'm just trying to find somebody who's like done it already.
Rosario Dawson?
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I can do this all day.
And that one's a stretch. That one's a stretch.
How?
Because they don't count Netflix. Marvel does not count them Netflix shows. That's why that's a stretch.
The bastard Marvel
Yes.
shows that they are.
Those don't exist to Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige is like, Jeff Loeb, you thought you did something, didn't
Yeah,
you?
hence him making 30 new shows. You don't count them Netflix shows.
Stunting on Jeff Loeb.
Yeah, pretty much.
He literally kicked Jeff Loeb out. And once Jeff Loeb was gone, was like...
Yeah, I'm going to show you how to make a show. Not even my forte, but I'm going to do it anyway.
But, no, I really enjoyed... I didn't... There was a lot of fan service stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's not just... It's not just fan service. It shows how interconnected this world is with everything.
Sure.
I personally did not need Luke at the end. But when he did show up...
If it wasn't going to be that Jedi, what Jedi would you have wanted?
I thought it was going to be Ezra.
Because we got the hint from Ahsoka earlier?
I thought it was going to be Ezra. And I thought that was going to be like the whole... Oh my gosh, he's alive because we know Grand Admiral Thrawn, she's looking for him.
Are those 2 characters maybe going to be in her spinoff show?
Well, see, this is the thing. The timeline for all of these shows is a little murky because they say Ahsoka show is possibly going to start right after Rebels. So...
I'm just looking at Baby Toshiro says I think Mark Hamill needed this one as much as the fans. Interesting.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Mark Hamill has been a fan of the franchise. I mean, of course, it's like it made him who he is, and he had some things to say about the Last Jedi and the road the final trilogy took. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have some problems with the final trilogy, but I'm one of those people who loves all things Star Wars. So anything Star Wars that comes out, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this series. As you can see,
As for those who are really fans of the News 19 nerds, you know this is a story because throughout tweets, Leroy has talked about his obsession with these Star Wars toys and him needing to stop, but apparently he still didn't do it.
I did not buy Bo-Katan.
Not yet.
No, it's sold out. Thank God.
Oh, so it's not that you didn't try; it's just that it's sold out.
Yeah,
that's okay.
No, I did try.
That's what I'm saying. You tried.
No, I could have bought it, but I didn't, and then
Okay.
it sold out. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Gotcha.
Because if
you mean to put this other one up too?
Nah, that's a first order trooper.
Okay. All right.
He's not.
Oh, not part of Mandalorian.
Yeah, he's not
All
part
right.
of Mandalorian.
All right.
So
cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I was really impressed with this show.
Mm-hmm.
The way they handled it. All the directors were amazing.
Y'all know how we do this show. We kind of do research, not a lot of research. Did they have any new directors this season that weren't
Peyton
season
Reed.
one? Okay. Ant-Man guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
That was the last episode too.
Yeah, and that was a good episode.
Yep.
That really has me excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Will you finally give Bryce Dallas Howard her due?
I gave it to her last season after I
You
I
did?
said yeah.
Okay.
At the very end, I said, "Oh, she did do a good job because you held me to the fire about it."
Oh,
That
okay. I was about to say because she
Yeah.
did another
Yeah,
episode.
she did great.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I've already had my mea culpa from season 1. Of
Okay,
Bryce
I'm
Dallas
just
Howard.
making sure.
Yeah.
I gotta stand. I stand for Bryce Dallas Howard,
Yeah.
and she did an awesome job. And it worked that time. She did an awesome job in a Black Mirror episode that she was in. And I don't think she directed that one, but she was awesome in that.
What do you think about this season? Why did this season stand out more for you than last season?
Because we were getting used to the characters and how the show worked. And I think in season 2, a lot of... first seasons are always hard to nail.
Sure. You're trying to figure out the tone.
You're trying to figure out the tone.
Yeah.
This is new. It was Star Wars, and everybody was kind of like, it's Star Wars, I love it. But then they didn't want to be critical of it. You were given a whole new universe where nothing was recognizable as far as like something you knew from previous Star Wars. So it was kind of hard to get your footing. Even though you liked it, it was still it was a new thing. Now it's almost like an older shoe. You've already broken it in. You know the beats. You know what's going
You're
on.
off-court buddies.
So now
That's a Doug reference for Nick Toons fans.
Nobody likes Doug.
I like Doug funny. We keep going. All right.
I met a guy named Doug, and to this day I'm like, Doug's horrible.
Okay.
He ruined the name Doug for everybody.
All right.
I see him every now and then. He works security at Target.
Friend of the show. Doug.
No, not friend of the show.
Oh, not friend of the show.
No.
Well, that's the first one that we had that hasn't been a friend of the show. All right.
I would definitely, before I would say he's a friend of the show, I would say Halle Berry is a very good actress.
I don't know how to parse that.
And Halle Berry, if you're watching this, I think you're a great actress. However, I think you choose some bad roles. We'll talk about that. Gothica, you could have done better. Catwoman, no. Losing Isaiah. Also, you need to do more romantic comedies.
I saw part of Catwoman for the first time this
Why?
weekend. I was forced into it.
Why?
Somebody thought.
So
it
you
was
saw
funny.
Cats and Catwoman this year.
Yeah. Well, I saw like the first 10 minutes of Catwoman. That was about as much as I could stomach. Like,
Hurt your soul, didn't it?
It did. It really did.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
That's why I said Halle Berry is a great actress.
Yeah.
The vehicle she chooses, trash. Halle Berry should be in Star Wars. Anyway,
Sure, why not?
she was great in John Wick 3. She redeemed herself.
Somebody, who's that? Oh, Avery?
Baps?
No,
Mr. Bobby
Avery
Wright.
was saying John Wick 3. And then Bobby Wright says Baps. I enjoyed Baps. It was fun.
What's the old girl who passed away? The other actress in Baps. I can't remember her name.
I didn't know she passed away.
What?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
No.
I cannot remember her name. It was on the tip of my tongue. But yeah,
Okay.
I posted it on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Anyway, back on track.
Yeah.
It's more comfortable. And we now know what the goal is. Like, we didn't get the goal of the first Mandalorian season 1
yeah.
until the end, where we were like, he's going to get the child to a Jedi. And so
Yeah.
now we have a goal. Before it was just him, every week, what are you going to do?
It does seem like they, and I don't know if this was a conscious choice by Favreau and Filoni.
Baloney?
Season 1 was definitely kind of a monster of the week, episode of the week.
Avery, Natalie DeSalle Reed. Yeah, that was it.
You have a computer, you could have looked it up.
No.
I mean, you did have IMDb open, but I'm glad somebody looked it up for us.
Avery got it.
Okay.
I wasn't looking for a name.
There we go. Thank you, Avery. But yeah, season 1 was definitely a monster of the week, episode of the week type thing for the most part, with a kind of an overarching story between like episodes 1 to 2 and then 7 and 8. But season 2 really gave us kind of more of a season long arc to kind of build this world more. And the only reason I am a little upset that it was Luke is because, again, we're tied into more Skywalker stuff. I like it when Star Wars is able to get away from the Skywalker family.
Yeah.
Star Wars is huge. They talk about it.
The universe
the galaxy.
is huge,
yeah, huge. Get away from the Skywalker family. So, it was cool to see him, but at the same time, I wish it could have been another Jedi.
I feel the same way. I love the fact that it was Luke.
Yeah.
And I knew it was Luke. I didn't want it to be Luke, but as soon when the X-Wing showed up, I was like, that's Luke. And then I saw the black cloak, and I was like, that's Return of the Jedi Luke. And then I saw the green lightsaber, I was like, that's Luke. But I was still like, maybe it's not. Then I saw the black hand, I was like, God. I was like, this is Luke.
Baby Toshiro wanted to let us know, and I forgot this. Carl Weathers did direct one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do it last season.
No. He did the one where they
cool.
went to the Empire base, or the Imp base.
When we first learned about the Dark Troopers. And
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, was it the Dark Troopers, but also that's where they found out about Dr. Pershing's experiments.
Yeah, and so I guess what's the rumor now, or the theory is that the midichlorians or whatever, the blood from Grogu, was probably what may have helped bring back Palpatine and stuff, is what people are thinking.
I personally don't want it to be that. Like, I personally don't want these to tie. Like, I know a lot of people, when they started The Mandalorian, they were like, well, maybe The Mandalorian will show us how we got the First Order, and that's what Moff Gideon is. You know, he's trying to bring back the Empire. I personally kind of don't want that. I kind of want The Mandalorian to be this section of the Star Wars Outer Rim galaxy where they have these adventures, and they, you know, every now and then they intersect with other parts of it. I like the fact that you're dealing with the Bounty Hunter Guild. Little things. So, like, think of it like you have these big Star Wars movies. And in those movies, you have so much stuff that you can't delve into in the movie. But in this Mandalorian, you can. You can delve into the underworld.
Right.
You can delve into the fact of that there are 5 Hutt families. And you have... how does that function? How does, because there's like 4 major crime syndicates, 4 or 5 like major crime families, or syndicates. How do those work?
Seeing this and talking about like the seedy underworld of Star Wars, it definitely makes me miss that. You remember that game they were working on? That was supposed to be really cool. It was supposed to be
13.
Yeah, Amy Hennig from Uncharted was working on the story, and then they scrapped it.
And we saw the stills, we saw the video.
Yeah, that would.
We saw we saw where they went down on Coruscant.
Yeah,
and that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see more of the Star Wars world outside of this one family.
Right.
That's held this universe, this galaxy hostage.
Yeah.
So we can start episode 1. We're introduced, and I will say this: I really enjoyed. So the guy who had Timothy Oliphant plays Cobb Vanth. Cobb Vanth was originally in the books, Aftermath. That was so cool seeing a character from the book make the leap to live action.
When that happened in the first episode, did that get you excited for the rest of the season, where you're like, oh, if they did this, they could do more?
Yes, but it also let me down because it made me hate Solo even more. Because, and if you guys have been watching, you probably know this too. So, Tandy Newton's character named Val was originally a character created in the comics. And she's still alive in the comics. Where in Solo, they killed her like, and I really like seeing her, and she's a great character in the books. Is it Charles Soule created her? I don't think it was Soule. I'm trying to remember who wrote those first Star Wars comics. But it made me, because I was like, we know Tandy Newton is a awesome actress. Like we know for a fact that she is badass. So to see Solo and her killed, just in the first 20 minutes of the movie, so to speak. Yeah. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry if you hadn't seen Solo yet.
Spoilers for all Star Wars stuff that we might be talking about.
So when I saw Cobb Vanth, then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, No, it really hit me because I was like, "Are we doing this?"
Mm-hmm.
And it really showed the continuity between the books, the television, the movie, all of that.
Yeah.
Basically, what people wanted in the expanded universe that's no longer canon, we got that.
Right. So it kind of seems like all these characters that we're creating in expanded universe are now kind of becoming canon because they may be part of other shows or the new Star Wars shows that Disney announced, or maybe part of Mandalorian.
Yeah. Well, so we know there's 10 shows announced. We know there's a Rangers of the Republic. So it's possible Cobb Vanth could end up as one of the Rangers. It would be cool because I love Timothy Olyphant. Everything he does is hilarious.
Yeah.
Timothy Olyphant is a great comedic actor. When he was in The League, when he's on Archer, hands down one of the best characters. I think that was awesome. And then we got that snippet of Boba Fett at the end of that episode. And it really started off, you were like, okay, it's building to something. And then that second episode, you were like, huh.
That was when he meets the frog lady with the eggs?
Well, the frog lady, he met her in episode 1. No, you're right, second. And then they crashed on the ice planet with ice spiders.
So many spiders.
Oh.
Man, it was freaky.
And everybody lost it on Baby Yoda.
I mean, it was weird.
I had no
I thought it
problem.
was supposed to be like a joke, but it was just like weird that you just keep eating these creatures.
I had no problem with it.
I don't know.
I had no problem with it. I'm like, if y'all can forgive Anakin for killing younglings.
Did they forgive him?
Yeah!
Who?
People still love Anakin and Darth Vader. He's cool. But let Grogu eat a couple of hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, but they think he's cool like as a bad guy. I don't know if they're like, oh, he's a great...
Remember, he redeemed himself at the end when he threw the Emperor off the whatchamacallit thing. People were like, oh, he's good now. Like, he still killed children.
But those movies happened in reverse.
I'm just saying.
It's not like one happened. They didn't happen in chronological
I'm just
order.
saying. Everybody lost their blank over Grogu eating some eggs. And I'm like, that's what he does. Why do you think Yoda went to Dagobah? It was a smorgasbord.
We're saying Yoda. Jedi Master Yoda went to Dagobah for a buffet.
I'm saying there was also this cave that actually hid him from and allowed him to hide out. But let's not overlook the fact that he liked frogs and he was in a swamp. And there was...
We don't know that Yoda likes frogs.
What do you think was in that stew he gave Luke? What you think was in there? What you thought that was turkey?
Sir, we got a long night ahead of us.
What you thought that was chicken?
We got a long night ahead of us to get this stuff in. We only got so much time.
That was Kermit.
Wow. Oh, man. Who was your favorite character this season? You could be anybody.
My favorite character? She's problematic, but Dune is still my character.
I didn't think you were going to pick her.
Oh, I love her.
I didn't really feel like she did a lot this season.
She-
I mean, I guess, I don't know. It was cool to see her be a sheriff.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked her because I loved her and Space Boston, because I like seeing that episode. The Believer was an awesome episode because you got to see everybody who was in the Empire wasn't this jackbooted thug. You know, like, don't get me wrong, there were some jackholes, but you saw Mayfield was just like, look, man, I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And sleep at night.
Yeah.
And that whole episode was awesome. And seeing her have to deal with the fact that, oh yeah, she's from Alderaan. And everybody knows who she comes in contact with because of who she is.
And she has the mark on her under her eye.
So, yeah.
For me, it was Bill Burr. That was my favorite character.
Really?
Yeah.
Space Boston.
Because I thought he was great in the first season, and I thought he was going to be a one-off. I didn't like, they may come back to him, whatever. Until Mando said, yeah, I need you to break somebody out of prison. Dude. And Bill Burr did a great performance.
Oh.
It is, it's always interesting to see people who are usually always doing one role switch to something else. Like when John Hamm was always doing dramatic roles and he did comedy. Same thing with Bill Burr, or for that matter, Bob Odenkirk. comedians doing dramatic stuff.
Go check out the trailer for Nobody.
That looks cool. I mean, it looks like old man John Wick, but it still looks cool.
You know, he said he trained for 2 years for this role.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
It's made by the same people who did John Wick.
Yeah. But yeah, Bill Burr killed it in the role, and The Believer was great. And we didn't talk about this. I've heard other people talk about it, but the show did a good job of Bill Burr and Mando in that transport. The pirates coming after them. How are they going to get out of it? TIE fighters come and save them. And for a second, I cheered. Even when I saw TIE fighter, I was like, oh, wait, I can't cheer for TIE fighters. But I think the episode did a good job of making you almost cheer for the enemy for a little bit and humanizing them and realizing, like you said, not everybody is just, this dogmatic approach of it has to be one way or the other.
Yeah.
People trying to survive, people trying to sleep at night. For me, it was Bill Burr. When he took that guy out, it's like, I could see it happening.
Like, you knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's like, he wants to be like, nah, bro, you gone. And once it happened, it's like, yeah.
The thing is, I loved about Bill Burr, and because his character, and it was one of those things where, I don't know if it was a respect thing. I don't know if it was because they finally saw something in each other, because Bill Burr's character was kind of a dick in that first time we saw him.
Sure.
But he was funny.
Yeah.
But in this one, the fact that Mando or Jaren took his helmet off, and Bill Burr never F with him.
No.
Mayfeld never really, like, that was an opportunity like you would have thought with Star Wars and, the hokey comedy stuff that they sometimes do, or just, he would have poked fun. He would have, like, made a joke. Yeah. He never brought it up. And and it seemed like he understood and had some type of respect for the fact that, and he was trying to explain, and he was almost like trying to explain and like bond with him in that, and during the transport, saying, you put a helmet on, like, what's the difference between, is it the show in your face or is it the helmet?
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very good moment. I thought that was one of the most touching moments. And I think that there were also great ones. I really enjoyed seeing the Mandalorians work together. That was one of my favorite moments. I enjoyed that. Watching, did you know that was Sasha Banks?
Yeah.
Like, when I first saw her, I did not realize that was Sasha Banks.
I knew just because Avery let me know. Because when we did the reaction, Avery was like, there goes Sasha Banks.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's all about wrestling, so he knew as soon as who it was.
I didn't recognize her.
So I was like, okay, it's cool. It was nice to see her do a wrestling move eventually, because for a while I was like, is she ever going to talk in this show? I don't feel like she talked the first time we saw her in the first episode.
I think she might have said a quip.
Yeah, so
she talked a little bit.
It was cool for her to come back and then see with the other Mandalorian warriors come in and like kind of wreck shop on all the stormtroopers on the freighter or whatever it was. Yeah. Baby Totoro was giving us. He says loved Ahsoka Tano and Cara Dune, hated Mando face. I guess do you mean you hated the fact that he took the helmet off, or
you just hate Pedro Pascal?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hate his face, because if you do, don't watch Narcos. His face is all up in it.
Was there an underutilized character for you this season?
Grief Karga. I would have liked to see more Grief. Yeah. Only because I liked Grief Karga. Mm-hmm. Like, I liked his character, and I liked the fact that
you're a legend, Mando.
And I love his interaction with Baby Yoda. Mm-hmm. And because it's one of those things where, like, if you remember the first season, he was all about, man, I don't give a F about this kid. We're trying to get this money. Yeah. Secure the bag. Yeah. And then at the end, he's like, I love this kid. And you see that change of heart, especially when when Baby Yoda saved them when they were trying to make their way back to take on the guild.
Yeah. I really liked that this season. It was very much, everybody kind of did their own thing, but the key word was Baby Yoda, and everybody was like, yo, what you need? Everybody like, what, okay, yeah, we got you. And it's kind of funny because it's kind of like the world of the Mandalorian mirrors the real world, where if you mention Baby Yoda, we got you. Mm-hmm. And everybody was just kind of on board to defend Baby Yoda. Which
I also thought it was cool because it was one of those things where you see how the worlds actually worked. And I thought another thing too is I really liked when they went to. I'm trying to remember what that world's name was when they actually tracked down Bo-Katan, which he didn't know he was going to go meet Bo-Katan. But you saw like different species. So you saw the Mon Calamari, and then you saw how the different species interacted, and you got to see a different world. And then you saw.
Mando, how you didn't know there was a homing beacon on your ship, man?
It's a big ship.
I just feel like you know the game. You know people looking for stuff. Somebody probably tracking you.
The thing is, I think too, when so much was going on, he had time to really check it like he probably would have, because they're always on the run. I really enjoyed the show as far as like every week we were introduced to this world that we only got a glimpse of in the movies.
Yeah.
Going to the different planets. I like the fact of the lore. I love the fact that you're getting the one thing we always wanted. Was Boba Fett a Mandalorian? Or did he just have the armor? And we got the answer.
Yeah, they explained it more. Explain more the lore of Mandalore for people like me who are, I don't follow everything Star Wars, so I didn't watch all of the shows, so I don't know Rebels, and I still haven't seen all the Clone Wars. Y'all know, so I don't know everything about the history of Mandalore and all the fights between the warring clans. So we get a little bit of that in the show.
But not just that, but also how they Mandalorians viewed Boba Fett and his father, Jango Fett, because they know Boba Fett is a clone. And that was the one thing that I was like, oh, y'all know. And I thought that was so interesting, that whole the tension between Bo-Katan, Sasha Banks, when Jaren walked in with Boba Fett, and like they automatically knew who he was.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very interesting. And it was also kind of funny when in the episode of Believer, when they were like, well, who's gonna go with Mayfeld? And he was like, they might recognize my face. And it's like, yeah, because there was a billion people running around with your face on it. So I thought that was really good. Seeing that in the show. I would really like to see more stuff like that. And it seems like we're going to get it because the Book of Boba Fett is...
And that's going to be like a mini series, right?
Supposedly
so
that's
3 episodes or something?
So there was a person who tweeted out, and then he took them all down, who worked with Lucasfilms, who said that the 2 series are going to be separate. The Mandalorian Season 3 will be its own series, and then the Book of Boba Fett will be a mini-series. So that's... it's going to be one of those things where we're going to be blessed with 2 Star Wars things in December next year. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd rather 2 Star Wars shows than a movie right now. Unless it's Rogue One or Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of letting the movies rest because whether you like them or hate them, everybody can definitely agree they've been divisive. So kind of let them rest for a second, let some shows come out, give some time to kind of people put it on the back burner, and then you launch with the Rogue Squadron or whatever the next movie's going to be. That reveal with Patty Jenkins, by the way, that was a really cool video that they did for her doing Rogue Squadron.
I really think also your movies need to be events. I did not like the idea, and again, I love Star Wars. When I say I love Star Wars, I'm going to be honest with you, I might not have been a good husband. My wife had a gallbladder taken out, and I went and saw Star Wars with Michael and them. I'm not. I mean, she knows. And when somebody asked me about it, I was like, Star Wars over everything. But her mom was in town, and she gave me permission, but I was kind of going to go anyway. Please hope my wife's not watching. But the movies should be events. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the shows. I love the movies, and I watch everything Star Wars. I haven't finished Rebels, and I didn't get on the Resistance yet. But I will eventually. And there are things I love, like, to this day, I don't think anybody has topped the lightsaber battle in in Snoke's throne room with Rey and Kylo Ren against the Red Guards.
The Red Guard, yeah.
I think that was amazing. There's certain things I like Last Jedi, but I think part of the problem with the movies are that they did not do what Harry Potter did, which is have the script, have it finished, and then you get different directors to execute a script you've already pre-approved. Don't just let people willy-nilly write scripts and then just make them, and you're like, yeah, that's good. Let's go with that. Kind of like what they're doing with The Mandalorian. They have an entire team working on this, but each show has a different director. We saw Robert Rodriguez direct one. Carl Weathers directed an episode. Bryce Dallas Howard, the woman who's helming the Obi-Wan show, I cannot remember her name. I think her last name is Cho.
Yeah, she's done Obi-Wan.
Yeah, she did 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Dave Filoni directed an episode. Taika Waititi directed an episode. So we see that each person can put their own flair on it. Do the same thing with the movies. Write 3 scripts, get 3 different directors. That's how I feel about it.
I wonder if this is going to be because over the past 10 years, looking at stuff in the House of Mouse, the Marvel branch has their stuff on lock. The TVs were... I enjoyed pretty much all the TV shows, honestly.
The Marvel shows?
Yeah. I like Runaways. I really like Cloak and Dagger. I thought that was a fun show.
Oh.
That lasted for 2 seasons. I thought it was pretty good.
Sad that it only lasted 2 seasons.
It was a nice little, for like a YA show, I thought it was fine. But yeah, I've enjoyed the Marvel TV shows. But now, everything being under Feige, I'm sure it's going to be uniform and a more cohesive vision. Star Wars hasn't had that for sure. And I wonder if now we're going to start, if we're going to see them, y'all need to be a little bit more like Marvel in terms of getting your stuff together.
Well, the one thing what people wanted from Star Wars is what they're getting now. And I don't get me wrong, I was one of those people who were like, when you got rid of the expanded universe, I was also one of those people who were like, wait, what? You got rid of all of this? Because keep in mind, when you got rid of the expanded universe and you were like, oh, that's just the legacy, just stories we're not going to pay attention to. You got rid of Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yeah, they brought him in Rebels, but I wanted the last 3 movies I wanted Thrawn to be that villain for the last. So that meant you got rid of Mara Jade. That means you got rid of the twins, the Skywalker twins that Han and Leia had, and you got rid of the other kid. You got rid of the Legacy series of Luke Skywalker's great grandson, where the Empire comes back and the Empire employs Jedi. And they you got rid of all of that, and you got rid of the Knights of the Old Republic. When you got rid of all of that, I was one of those people who was beating the bandwagon of this is a catastrophe.
Yeah.
But in order to get where we are now, you almost had to kind of got rid of it, and now you can pick and choose a little bit of what you want and put it in so that it is a more cohesive universe. So everything is connected. We're going to see with these new shows different timelines. We know the Acolytes show is going to be in the age of the High Republic. We know Ahsoka's coming out. Rangers of the New Republic. We have the Book of Boba Fett. What's some of the other stuff that's coming out that I can't? Lando. We don't know if that's going to be old Lando, new Lando, young Lando.
Yeah, I feel like Donald Glover hasn't really talked about whether or not he's in the show. To be fair, Donald Glover's kind of a mysterious dude. Who knows what he's doing? Yeah. Off on an island somewhere, I don't know, making music, whatever.
Need to finish that last album.
Yeah. Was there ever an album for This Is America, or was it just a single?
To me, I thought it was supposed to come out with Human Sacrifice, the song that was out on the Samsung phone. But
I don't know.
Dude, a little busy.
Yeah, he got his hand on a lot of pots.
Yeah.
There's another season of Atlanta coming, right?
Yeah.
Two more seasons, something like that?
Two more seasons, but remember they took a hiatus.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of Star Wars. Was there anything that you wish this season had done more of, or where the season faltered for you?
Don't get me wrong, and I know this, I'm going to sound a little hypocritical. I love the fact that they brought in Ahsoka Tano. They brought Boba Fett. Luke was in it. I kind of want them to go back to it, be like, get into the nitty gritty of what Star Wars is. So if you're gonna go, let me see Mandalore. Let me see what it looks like now. Show like one of the things I think people don't realize or don't understand why Boba Fett was so good, why Jango Fett was the person that they cloned, where Mandalorians are some badass. Like they're the one group of people. Let me take it back. They're a group of people who are toe-to-toe, can fight just as well, if not better, than the Jedi.
Hence why they made a big deal of the Jedi Mandalorian War. And we kind of got a preview of that in that episode when we first met Bo-Katan when they were on that ship taking out stormtroopers.
So show me, like you saw how dangerous four of them were working together as a team. Give me a squad of them. Like show me like when you get to Clone Wars,
right?
The point where it's the final season and they do the siege of Mandalore, and you see Ahsoka with the Mandalorians. I'm telling you right now, that's some of the best Star Wars, hands down. When you see Obi-Wan go to Mandalore and he fights Mandalorians, these people are ruthless. So I want to see more of that. I want to see more of what are the Hutts doing. Because the one thing I did enjoy about Clone Wars, the cartoon, is that they touched the political, they touched the criminal, they touched everything.
Yeah.
Show me those elements in the universe. Kind of like what Lower Decks is doing, which showing me the different facets of what the Star Trek universe is.
I wonder if Book of Boba Fett might hit on some of that stuff. Now that he's kind of running Tatooine, it seems.
I mean, he might just be selling those scores. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like he could end up running that Hutt side of things, or he could be like, y'all left me to die out there, because he shot Bib Fortuna in the face.
I guess Ming-Na Wen would be also a person who's crossed over with Marvel and Star Wars.
Adam, we don't count that.
Oh, we count Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. y'all know we count Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No,
That's canon. Stuff happened on that show that affected the movies.
Nah.
Barely. But it happened. But yeah.
But that's what I would like to see more of. Show me more of that nitty gritty, because again, I love Ahsoka Tano from Clone Wars. She is one of my literally. Where's Ahsoka? There's Ahsoka here. I got about 5 of these. Like I have every Ahsoka pop. Matter of fact, there's an Ahsoka pop arriving tomorrow.
What's different about that one?
It is the Amazon exclusive Ahsoka. I regret nothing.
So how does it look different from this Ahsoka?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
Because it says Amazon on it on the box.
Nah, it says something else.
It says sucker on it, huh?
I'd be one.
Okay.
I'd be that. Yes, This is the Clone Wars Ahsoka.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the one where she was like a kid. This is when she's like a teenager. Yeah.
What's the one where she looks like Rosario Dawson?
They ain't made that one yet.
Well,
and can you please believe? So, this is Ahsoka when she was on Rebels. There's a Clone Wars Ahsoka I haven't gotten yet. It was a Walmart exclusive. Walmart sucks, by the way, for this. This is a Target exclusive. So this is the Remnant Trooper, like the beat up ones. So that's Mandalorian with the Beskar. So I'm telling you right now, the toys from this season is going to be great. So
and these toys are for you, not for your child.
I'll be honest with you. Some of these are for him.
Okay.
Like some of these, I'm like, when he gets old enough, and be like, here, you can have it. Because some of I'm one of those people who honestly is like, people don't take them out the box. I could have kept this in the box and flipped this for about $200-300 right now. What did we pay?
Wait, what?
I told you this. I told you.
Merry Christmas to me.
I told you these things are like, they were selling this for $20 at Berlin & Coat Factory. I found it. We bought one. I bought one. You bought one. Avery,
I think you bought 2 and I just gave you money.
I called you. Nope. I said I was going to go get this. I showed you. And you were like,
give me one. That's what I'm saying is you got them. I didn't get it. I just gave you some money.
So, Avery, next time, stay behind at work, you might have got you a helmet. Because we was at work. There are people selling this for about $100 to $200 right now.
Interesting. Okay.
I wear this.
Yeah.
I'm not saving this for like prosperity.
Right.
I put this thing on.
Yeah.
Like if you want it, it's got my DNA and every, you know. You go get.
There were so many other ways you could have said what you said.
What, DNA?
Yeah. Just the way you said it.
You can't get my hair. I don't have any.
I didn't need it in my life.
I'm just saying, it's not like you can get my hair from it because I don't have any hair.
Yeah.
Well, I got beard hair. That didn't count. Okay. But anyway, I wear it like, son, I'm Star Wars. Can y'all see that?
I'm sure they can see it. Yeah. This is great. Yeah. Oh, man. I love that we're on a 15-second delay as they can see. Rip your shirt off now in the thing.
I had to pull it up some more. Oh, you see the stomach.
Wrap this up because we still got stuff to do.
No, we don't.
I mean, you do. You and AG do.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the show. This was a very good palate cleanser for going out of 2020. That last episode was great. I was a little disappointed, just a tad bit it was Luke because I wanted somebody new, but it was great. And I don't know if you noticed the similarities between the last episode of The Mandalorian and Rogue One.
Oh, just in terms of how Luke wrecked shop and Darth Vader wrecked shop?
Mm-hmm. Like father, like son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I knew that was gonna happen. Like I knew somebody was gonna save him, because I was like, you're not killing 5 people who were some of the greatest characters created in 2020. Like we couldn't take that. Like imagine if the show ended, and like only one person was left alive.
Yeah.
Like I think we would have burned this country to the ground. I really I think we would have taken to the streets. So yeah.
I'm in the process of reading Devin's script. Sorry.
Oh. Did I say that loud? My bad.
Good.
So yeah, I was really excited about this. I'm hoping we get more ships, different types. I know if you guys are nerds like me, you saw Hasbro Labs commission the Razor Crest. That was about $350. I ain't got that kind of money, but I want to know. Somebody brought up what kind of ship will Mando have next season. I don't want him to get another Razor Crest. I want him to get something new. We got to see Slave 1 in action,
and we got to see it drop the I don't know what the depth charge thing from
seismic charge.
Seismic charge. What was that from episode 2, Tech Collins? Yeah, calm down, nerd. It was just cool to see that.
So you're not gonna be that dismissive of me.
And yet I was.
In my resistance helmet.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I gotta.
You're a real spaceman now.
Hold on, I know it turns on. Where's the?
This is a helmet that you wear all the time and you have no idea how it works.
No, it's on. I can't ever.
Y'all, we gotta wrap up this week.
Yeah, bitches! Woo!
I hope you heard that. I hope that came through on the mic. I don't know. Tomorrow we are gonna do a special press play because we don't plan to be here Christmas Eve on Christmas Day. We love y'all, but not that much.
I hear nothing you've said.
We don't plan to be here Thursday or Friday.
I mean, we will be here Thursday.
Not Thursday night and Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So we're doing the press play tomorrow. It'll be a special Christmas edition of press play tomorrow. I don't know what that means. We don't know what it means yet, but we'll come up with something.
There we go.
I think we're talking about maybe end of the year awards for movies and games. We don't know for sure.
Bad Boys for Life. Best movie of the year.
One of the highest grossing movies of the year. Not something I thought I was going to say at the beginning of 2020, but yeah.
Will Smith, I believed in you. Ever since 2018 when they announced this thing was coming out, I told these naysayers, I told these haters, I, Leroy Green, am part of your fan base.
Great.
Never give up on Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
Never lose.
You done?
Yeah.
All right. Tell these about these people.
All right, people, we really appreciate it. This is our first time doing a live review. We thought this would be something cool to talk with you guys. Baby Toshiro, it don't fly no more. Razor Crest is gone. Also, have you seen the memes of buy the Razor Crest from Hasbro, where it's just the shield, or it's just the pipe, it's just the spike, and like a little ball? Oh, it's hilarious. It hurts too. Yeah, we are gonna we're gonna try to do more things like this. Hopefully, 2020.
That's a surprise to me, so I guess we're gonna try it.
Listen, see, always. This is why. This is why we have to go to couples counseling.
All right.
Now, like I was saying,
Uh-huh.
we weren't able to do this in 2020 because it was basically a blank storm. So hopefully 2021 calms down and comes in, not trying to set the world on fire, not World War III with Iran. We're not locked in our houses because of a global pandemic. I mean, we're still kind of am, but you know, basically we wanted to get better. So we're gonna try to do more of this kind of stuff, interact with you guys, get your take on a lot of this stuff because it's nice talking with you, and it's cool. Michael says I got to wrap this up, so I want to say thank you for those of you tuning in tomorrow. What time are we doing it?
Same time, 9:30.
Yeah, we'll shoot for 9:30. Provided the world's not on fire again. So I'll probably put up a poll. Who is your favorite character to see? Whether it was who's the choices? Bobo, Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, Luke. Anybody else?
Those are the big ones.
Those are 4 big ones. Yeah, I'll put up a poll. Let's ask what you guys think. Who was your favorite person? But until then, we want to say good night. Take care. Wash your hands. We're out.